what we need is we need to do and recharge the batteries. It's really important you take time for yourself. In football, in training, everything counts. Everything matters, guys. Everything is crucial. So it's really important that we rest, we recharge the batteries, and we go back into training in beast mode, or we play. When I say in beast mode, I mean we give it all out. We go all out. There's no sort of holding back. We need to have a good rest, recharge, and then we attack in beast mode. We give it all, everything we got. Every pass matters. Every set piece matters. Everything you do in training and on a football field matters. So it's quite intense. So it's really important to do enjoyable activities throughout the week as well. Taking time out can have a big impact on our thoughts. We feel fresher, our emotions, we're in a better place. How we feel impacts our performance, guys. It's really, really important. How we feel is going to have a big impact. And it's really, really important you take time out for yourselves as well. Because if you're constantly you've got this expectation on you, all you guys play at a very high level, obviously, and you're aspiring to even play at higher levels. So if you got this sense of expectation, this sort of pressure, sometimes it's easy to forget about the purity, the enjoyment of the game. The 12-year-old that started playing, the 5-year-old who just played for the enjoyment. It's harder to find that form when you're not enjoying your football. You look at players, we've seen it, we've studied a lot of players on our journey so far. When you're enjoying the game, when you're in a good place, then it generally translates to results as well. Planning ahead to include activities has a big influence on our mood, and our mood has a big impact on the way we play. Activities general just keep the mind busy, a break from thinking about the game. There's a time and place for everything. We know when we train as we play. We give it all we've got, And I've worked with many teams and sports people over the years, and obviously in education as well. And I found that really useful. You do like enjoyable activities, even, scheduling your week to do a walk in the countryside, a beach, a hobby, socialize, reading, going out somewhere. Everyone has their own thing that they enjoy doing. And I want to sort of think about things that you enjoy doing and sort of taking that time and sliding it into your weekly activity. So I'm going to show you the weekly planner again, which is sort of key, guys, because the most important thing is you're going in the right direction. That's the sort of important thing in terms of, here's your planner, for example. And we've talked about this before. So obviously here, earlier it's starting at 6:30 a.m. On Monday, we sort of get ready for the week. You've got your training sessions with the academy throughout the week. You got your own team trainings, your elite players, and you're aspiring to and the key thing is obviously you've got a game. Here we talked about the components of football. This is where you negotiate with the coaches, the trainers, what to do in terms of training. It's really important that you focus on where you need to improve, like a laser beam. So in here, you make time for your training, your team training, academy training. Say if you got the game on Sunday or Saturday, then you got a recovery. If you play on Sunday, it's really important you do a recovery. Whether you sort of go and do to a beach, a swimming pool after the game, it's really important to refuel your nutrition, talk to nutrition people, get your nutrition sorted. This is really important. You do the recovery, swimming pool, or even light bike. Important not to do any running on hard surface here, but I think after the game, it's really useful. Obviously, you got school the day after, so that if you play Sunday, you want to do it on Sunday as well, or Saturday, Sunday. So the same day or a day after, sort of get an active recovery in. You got your training schedule. It's Tony's going to change it slightly, so we're going to be doing the mental skills work on Friday, which is going to fit perfectly for the games. We structure these things meticulously, to make sure we get the best out of you, going forward and increase the best performances. But you can sort of see here, you look at this and think, okay, well, where can I schedule some downtime? And I think it's really important. Obviously, you've got the skills that you do, the visualization. You probably do visualization. Well, now we do, skills for the mind on Fridays with me. It'll be the next session, next time that we do our session. But then you can sort of fit that into the game Sunday. Then you do like a visualization on Saturday. You might sort of, on Monday, do a reflection of the game. If you've got the game sort of videoed, you might sort of, look back over the game, analyze performance as well. And then you train. The physical element is sort of tapered for periodization. The psychological element is tweaked for your own sort of journey. Like I've said, I think, doing things like even 5-10 minutes a day of mindfulness is quite useful. Visualizing the technique can improve as well, 5-10 minutes once every day. But you're looking at, say, 3-4 times a week doing sort of the skills we cover for the mind, as well as sort of Friday. And that can involve, goal setting or looking at your sort of performance profile or just general well-being. But it's really important to hear your activity schedule. So you take time for you away from the game. So if you have a game Sunday and you're doing some team shape on Saturday, then it might be, you give yourself some time off. And obviously some of you got school and college to balance that as well, which is sort of, important. And sort of thinking, okay, well, maybe I'll just take, Tuesday or Monday evening off and just go to the cinema. Tuesday I'll sort of, go for a stroll somewhere. Just incorporating activities that you enjoy doing. Even, it might be you enjoy playing on the Xbox team, FIFA. It's nothing wrong with that as long as it's sort of in moderation. So we want to, once, an hour or half an hour in the evening, that's okay. There's nothing wrong having downtime. You might sort of, even a break from sort of social media as well is a good thing to give yourself a day. So there's sort of key things, whatever sort of works for you. But it's really important, guys, that you sort of get some balance. Obviously, spend time with family, with friends, providing the friends are the type of friends who want the best for you, and vice versa, because you don't want to get involved with people who sort of are going to be a barrier for your goal, not at least in the way that they can't appreciate that you're sort of, you're top class athletes. But this is key, guys. The weekly planning is sort of key. And here, then you can sort of, adjust the sales. And I would spend literally, if I'm working with an athlete or a footballer one-to-one, I would sort of, say, touch base every couple of weeks. But I would sort of suggest they spend sort of half an hour doing an outline. Obviously, we've got a timetable for the skills we do here. You have a timetable for the academy. And so on and so forth. But the key thing is sort of, integrating around. And if you do feel tired, you do feel a bit sort of weary, then you tell the coach. If you're overtraining, you feel, okay, I need a day off. Obviously, not to the point where, if you generally feel that way, you wake up in the morning, you think, I need some time off. And, they're the sort of key things to think about, guys, when you do the planner going forward. Obviously, like I've mentioned before, everything you do counts. Everything you do matters in training and in a game of football. You've got to sort of recharge, rest, recharge those batteries and go again. You train as you play. That's the important thing. And, how many times I've seen teams, they do the team shape, they do the set plays. Then on the weekend, it just lapses in concentration. And sometimes you just need to sort of get away, like a mobile phone, plug it on charge, and come back fresh. And if the game doesn't go the way you want to go, you have a defeat especially, or if you don't get selected and you feel a bit disillusioned and you want to get out there and sort of, sometimes it's having that time out, which is key for me, going forward. So I'm going to sort of put this in the chat room and sort of email it to you as well.